I want to talk about my computer problems because I posted my paypal.me/Decker link. It's just Decker link, but it is a link that is called that. Jesus. I posted that on Twitter because my computer's been crashing on me, dude. Like, I'll literally be running one program and then my fans are going nuts because my CPU is super high, running super high, and like if I play a game, it has to be on like the lowest possible fucking graphics settings, and the connection's bad, and I keep getting blue screens, and I've lost multiple episodes of footage. Like, I recorded an hour long watch along of the season of The Tester with the PlayStation reality show. I did a watch along of that. That's the one season that had Ego Raptor on it. And I really liked what I had done with it. I really enjoyed doing it. It's a shit show, literally. And it was just like the first episode, I think, that I watched. And right at the end, I clicked on like a Wikipedia link and the whole shit fucking crashed and I lost all the footage. And I'm not doing that shit again because it'll never be as good as the first one. And I don't want to sit through that fucking show again. But yeah, man, it pissed me off, and I don't remember what the other one I lost was. So I'm trying to save up some money to buy a new computer. I've had one person give me some money so far. It'd be Milo. Thank you, Milo. And my friend Dublin also said that they are going to. They haven't yet, but they said they would. So thank you to them. And if anyone else wants to donate to help me get a new computer, that'd be very much appreciated, because I'm scared to record now. Because like, when the files get too big, like when I get close to an hour, I have to stop the footage because I'm too fucking scared to lose that shit, man. I fucking can't do it. And if I'm recording, I have to close every other program down. I can't have folders up. I gotta, even background programs. And even then, I'll be recording and my fan is going super loud and getting super hot. And I believe, because on Twitter, someone asked like what was the error code, and I said that I forgot to take a picture of it, and that was the second time it happened. But I actually did remember to take a picture of the first time it happened. So, yay, I need to tell them that. They said, what is the stop code? The error code. The stop code was system thread exception not handled, and what failed was UTH-5x64.sys. I don't know what that means. I straight up don't know. I'm going to go to that Twitter spot right now so I can see who it is. It was Manchi Mutt. Oh, yes. The dev of Socially Awkward. So fucking cool. So fucking cool. Dude, they're just so cool. So cool. Alright, so I there we go. Because he asked, like, what was the code? And so, yeah. If you want to and are able to, because I know not everyone who wants to help can. And especially right now, Jesus, there's not a lot of money going around at all. Hopefully, with the new administration that's going to be coming into office here soon, hopefully there will be some changes with COVID support and relief and whatever, but we'll see. We will fucking see. And I'm going to be talking about that more later on. One of the sections is dedicated to things that I want governmentally. But Bree's not back yet, so I'll move on to the next topic that I talk about myself. I recently had to go to the ER. And by recently, I mean yesterday. I'm recording this on the 11th. I went on the 10th. It was a fucking shit show. And I hated it. Going to the doctor as a fat person, basically, you could go in there for any fucking reason. You could be stabbed. You could be stabbed in the fucking face. Knife still hanging off your cheek. And the doctor will still say, man, you need to lose this weight. You need to go take some exercise. They're like a fucking gym teacher telling you that, and no matter what's going on, you just need to walk it off. It's infuriating. It makes you feel like they don't give a shit. It makes you feel like they aren't even trying to help you. I went there at 7 o'clock. I didn't get out until around 10. And all that wound up happening was I experienced multiple people having tantrums, which was scary because I'm socially anxious. So when people start yelling and screaming, I'm especially sensitive to loud noises. I was very scared. I was wheelchair bound. I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't just run out. I could barely walk. But after waiting off and on for 3 fucking hours, all that happened was they gave me a muscle relaxer, a shot, and some oral liquid that tasted like pure concentrated bitterness. And I still felt like shit. Like, it was a little easier in the legs, but I have a herniated disc in my spine, and they labeled a problem I'm having as sciatica. I need to look into that more. I'm going to be talking to my doctor, but I might have sciatica now, which I've heard is a fucking like old person disease, but from what I've looked into it, some of the symptoms do line up. So if I have sciatica, this is just even fucking more crazy. So I got to make a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And it's absolute shit. I fucking hate it. I hate it because I've been heavy all my life, and every time I went to the doctor, which granted, as a kid was not very often. We didn't have money to be going to doctors, and before Obamacare, Medicaid wasn't really accessible to me. Now it is. And of course, you don't get the best care on Medicaid. You get the people who are willing to be underpriced for Medicaid, but not everyone who's expensive is worth it. But I've been to more doctor visits in the past few months than I have for the rest of my life, cumulatively. Before that was phrased terribly, but I feel like it was obvious what I was trying to say, even if I couldn't quite get it. Point is, I fucking hate going to the doctor as a fat guy. Because they don't fucking listen. And it's worse if you're a woman, because everything gets written off, even if you're not fat. And God forbid you're a woman of color, they'll just act like you're crazy. I've heard it from almost every female person of color that I've ever known, that when they go to the doctor, they've been treated like, no matter what's wrong with them, that they're just treated like they're crazy. And almost every woman I've ever met fucking hates going to the doctor too, because they just act like everything that's wrong with you is it's just a woman's issues, or they act like you're faking it or something like that. If Bri was in here during this segment, she'd be going a fucking mile a minute, because at one point, back when Obamacare hadn't been slashed to shit, Bri and I tried to sign up for healthcare on healthcare.gov at the same time, at the same day. We were living together. We had very comparable job incomes. And so a lot of the stuff was practically, and we're only a couple months apart, so our age wasn't even an issue. My health insurance was no money per month. The deductible was absolute garbage. So it was like, if everything breaks down, you're not going to go bankrupt, but you're going to be fucked health insurance. Bri, her lowest monthly premium that she would could have paid was like $200 a month. $265. That's how much she's over at the end of the bed now.
Yours was zero.
Mine was zero. Literally the only difference was our biological sex. That was it. We have the same eye color, same hair color, but Same age. Sorry. Well, you're.
Say, because you put in all of your information exactly as it is. The only difference was you changed male to female, and you got $260.
Yeah. It's the system is rigged. It's anti-woman. It's straight up as anti-woman. And that shit needs to fucking change, man. Like, you get Medicare for all, that's going to be addressed. You get a nationalized health service, I won't have to listen to cringy ass fucking prayers over the PA because all the hospitals in this area or other areas seem to always be banking on Christian loans in order to fucking survive. If you had a nationalized health service, all the government paying for your hospitals, you wouldn't be allowed to have a public hospital force its religion down your fucking throat. That shit is obnoxious. I was in the ER and they fucking played a prayer over the intercom. I didn't come there for that. I'm agnostic. I don't want to fucking hear it. I didn't get mad at anyone. I didn't complain to them. I'm complaining to you. But you could still have private hospitals, I guess. You know, pay a fucking membership fee and we'll pray for you. I don't fucking know. But I know a lot of the people that worked at that hospital probably weren't Christian. A lot of the people who go there as patients aren't Christian. And it's not like it's only one of many ERs I could have gone to. The closest other ER was 30 fucking minutes away. And I could barely move.
Have you seen that Trumpy doctor in a while?
What, the one that was saying that COVID was a hoax?
Mm-hmm.
No, she's an absolute fraud. She had her 15 minutes of fame and she's been gone. She hasn't said shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, she got fucking skewered by public opinion.
Wait, no. I'm talking about the one you saw in his office. It was a man.
What are you talking about?
There was a guy.
Oh, my fucking eye doctor.
Yes.
I haven't seen him. My next appointment is in April, when they follow up with my possible glaucoma.
I wonder how that's gonna go.
I'm probably gonna hear an earful because that guy literally was like, if anyone's thinking of voting for Biden, they should know what it's like to get beaten in the streets. And he said that if Trump lost the election, then he was gonna quit. And
good, hope he fucking did.
Well, yeah, I can just go to a different. I like the receptionist there though.
Oh yeah.
All the receptionists there didn't want to fucking deal with his bullshit. It was the first medical professionals that accepted that I was not a male. And when I go to medical stuff, I put down my birth name and my sex as my gender because I don't want to confuse any sort of medical problems. But the receptionists at my eye doctor absolutely kick ass. They recognized it. They changed their pronouns for me, and I was able to stay there and gab with them. Like, I'm socially anxious. These were practical strangers, and they stayed and were gabbing with me, and it was so much fun. We were just making fun of the fucking eye doctor and his stupid bullshit. It was great. Ah, man. But yeah, so who the fuck is Dan Williams? Dan Williams? Oh, really? It's my cousin Danny. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sweet. Here's hoping this isn't a scam, but like, I hope so. I mean, I fucking love my cousin Danny. I feel so bad because he was growing up, he was undiagnosed as, he's a child. I can't discuss his medical stuff. That would not be okay. It's not my place. Point is, he was undiagnosed at the time while I was going through my teenage angst, and I was also diagnosed at the time. And so, as I'm like brooding in a corner, he's happily running around and not knowing how to calm down and being hyperactive. And God, I feel bad. I feel bad about it. And that's how he knows me, because the last time I saw him, Last time I saw him, I barely got to talk to him because he had been medicated at that point, and I was with Bree. It was last time I saw him was Thanksgiving 2015, I think. Yeah, I think it was. Maybe Thanksgiving 2016. I don't know. One of those. We had Thanksgiving at his place. Not his place. He's a child, but his. It's like multiple generations in one house. My uncle, my cousin Andrea, that's Danny's mom. Um, they all live in the same house. As far as I know, I haven't really talked to them very often. I kind of went through this like I needed to get to know you as people phase with my family, which it's not really a phase; it's a standard. Like that's a whole different story. Point is, um, I would really like to get to know them as people, as opposed to just being the family that I saw every like once a year, because then I could actually decide like what the fuck's going on. But it's cool. Danny's got a fucking Facebook. Like it looks like he just now made it. So like, doesn't even have like a picture on it. Anyway, so yes, I am getting fucking distracted. Moving the fuck on. That was the ER visit. In a nutshell, I couldn't even get to the pharmacy because my insurance. The only 24-hour pharmacy was Walgreens, and oh no, the Walgreens was open until midnight, and they didn't take my insurance, so I would have had to pay out of pocket for that. Which fuck that, because they gave me a prescription for extra strength ibuprofen and a muscle relaxer, both of which taste absolutely fucking terrible, and I have to take 3 times a day. And I'm not allowed refills, and there's only 20 pills in the bottle, so this is going to last less than a week. And then everything's just going to go back to the way it was before because they didn't fix anything. I'm on pain pills to make me feel like I'm in less pain, but then once the pills run out, I'm going to go back to the pain because nothing's been fixed. I was told I'm too fat for surgery a year and a half ago. Fucking hell. Anyway, I fucking hate it. Anyway, so that's the ER visit.